Get up there. Get out of my face. Hello, hello. I think there's legitimately just you right now, Morgan. Oh, okay, never mind. There's a few of you now. I think for a second there though. I think for a second there. Oh, Medspeds is here. Good. I need to talk to you, Medspeds. I gotta ask you something, but I keep fucking forgetting because I'm a fucking idiot. Do I follow you on Twitter and shit? I think I do. I gotta DM you some shit. Anyway, I always keep forgetting. Salutations and greetings. All right, I'll hit you up later. Fucking remind me if I don't, though. Because I'm such a stupid ass. I just keep forgetting. I was going to ask if you and TJ ever gave you your Xbox One X. Hell no, he didn't give me my Xbox One X. I'm kind of glad that he didn't, though. Because I don't want an Xbox One X. I'm not going to lie to you. How do you know when it's the right time to quit something? I'm beginning to feel as though my university degree is having adverse effects on my mental health. I don't know how to answer that for you, bro. I mean, it's different, right, for everything. So your degree and what you want to do with it is going to be different than the next guy over. Your tolerance for the stress of that degree is going to be different from the next guy over. I can't tell you when it's time to quit, dude. I can just tell you that when you decide to do it, don't look back. Like, if you decide to do it, if you make up your mind and you keep your own counsel and you decide that you want to fucking do something different, that you just do it and you don't look back over your shoulder. That's the advice I would give for that. Oh yeah, Meds has got it down. There's 15 or 20 different major factors that I'd have to consider about your life before I'd ever give you advice on that. What porn star do you wish you could smash? None of them, really. I'll be honest with you. You know, porn stars are okay to look at, but I don't know that I'd want to, you know what I mean? I think it's probably because I just, like, it's not even that they're in sex work. You know, because most of them are probably pretty safe about it and shit. That's not what bothers me. It's just that I feel like a chick that does that for a living would probably never be able to actually enjoy sex with me because she's used to getting, railed by dudes with 12-inch dongs and stuff. And nothing I can do for you in that department, dude. I can give you 50% now and 50% later on that, but so yeah, I guess that would probably be a hang up that I would have. That would really have nothing to do with the person though, Yeah, dude, sorry to blow the whistle. But yeah. I'm not getting porn ideas. I'm not getting porn phone calls, Let's put it that way. There we go. What the fuck is going on? What's happening here? Have you thought about wearing coveralls? Not unless I decide I'm going to become a serial killer or something. Isn't that what Michael Myers wears? From what I've heard, porn stars, at least most of them, view performing in regular sex as different, mainly the intimacy of having it with someone you want to rather than you're paid to. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It would be... I'm not ruling it out, but it would be weird for me, I think. I got a lot of insecurities, so I would probably be the problem in that equation, not the porn star. Are coveralls overalls? Nah, coveralls are like what a mechanic wears. Like that big zip-up suit that it's all one piece and it's your pants and your shirt all in one. That's coveralls. Dinor is the apex being. Yeah, he is. It was funny, TJ was talking about it yesterday. In between the storm that almost knocked the show offline, we were waiting for that to pass over so we could finish the show yesterday, the Frogs public show. And TJ was laughing with Scotty about how he would just like, because he watched Dinor for me when I was gone for a week. I was in California for a week. And he and Chelsea dog sat Dinor, and he was laughing with Scotty about it in the other room, and I walked in and overheard him. TJ was just like, he's not a fucking dog. Scotty started laughing. He's like, I know. He's like, TJ said, you know, he does things that are kind of like a dog would do, but there's something off about everything. Like everything that he'll do that's kind of like a dog, there's more about it that isn't like a dog. And he's so true. Like Dinor, and it's probably just because he was raised in a one dog household, you know, so he didn't have other dogs to learn dog stuff from. And I didn't sniff his ass. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have taken into account that he needed to learn that instinctual stuff, and I should have just, you know, sniffed his butt and gotten him used to the whole dog greeting thing. But he just doesn't. He's not interested, man. He gets excited around other dogs, but he doesn't really want to have anything to do with them. And he gets excited around people, but he doesn't really want to have anything to do with them either. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. He's a Dinor, man. He's not a dog. So Storm, yeah. There's a tropical depression or whatever that they're saying might become a tropical storm in the next couple of days. I guess Wednesday is when it's really supposed to start kicking off, between Wednesday and Thursday. But it's supposed to arrive today. Like the rain and the wind and the shit is supposed to start. Does he loosen up when you take him to dog parks? Nah. No, he's not good at dog parks. We took him one time. There's a dog park over here. And this was more this other lady's fault, honestly, than his. But we took him to this dog park it's right around the corner from me. But it's not really useful because it's Louisiana and it's a big open field of grass, which turns into, you know, swamp. So we took him over there and he was running around. He was actually enjoying himself. We were playing a little fetch with him, and then some other lady walks up and she's got this dog that's insane. And she just unleashes him, and of course he makes a beeline for Dinor and starts trying to hump him and sniff him and fight with him and play with him and shit. And Dinor ain't having none of it. And the lady's like, oh, I'm sorry. She's an Asian lady. I'm sorry. He's so crazy. And I'm like, why don't you put him on a leash and take him across the thing, you know? I didn't say that to her. I just bundled Dinor up and I was like, well, this was a tragic misstep. This was a bad idea from the get. So let's go, bro. And I had to bathe him too, because he's all muddy after all that shit. So yeah, I don't think dog parks are his speed. What are you supping me for, bro? Don't sup me. You don't know me. No, I'm kidding. What's up, dude? How's it going? What it do and how it do and what it be? Do you train your dog? He knows some tricks, but I don't spend a whole lot of time training him, really. He's set in his ways now, and he does the things that I need him to do. Like, he's got the commands that I need. He's got sit, he's got lay down, he's got stay, he's got quiet, and he's got go on. So if he's bugging and I'm busy and he's, you know, just being a dick, I can say, go on, and just point, and he'll go on. He doesn't. So that's really all the training I think Dinor needs. Yeah. I think he would be a good little trick dog. He does some useless tricks. Like, he does the spin. I think Chelsea taught him the spin, though. You guys have seen his tricks. He's done the spin for you guys before. Well, he obeys most of the time. Good, man. Gonna get back to me on Twitter. I don't know. Dude, I'm not real reachable that way. And it's not you. It's, you know, I just don't. Like, it's pretty rare for me to, respond to DMs and shit, so I wouldn't expect it. Why was I in Cali? Just visiting my family for the 4th. It had been a little over a year since I was there, so I was just down there visiting them. Does he have a microchip? Yeah. Yeah, Dinor's chipped and registered and all that shit. How often do you run into fans IRL? Around here, not that often, honestly. I bumped into a few people when I was just out and about in LA the last time I was there. There were a couple of people that recognized me. So, but down here, I don't think that I've ever had somebody. No, that's not true. When we were at the Ren Fair, there was somebody that recognized TJ and then recognized me when they saw that I was with TJ. TJ's way more apt to get recognized down here. You know, he's got a little bit bigger of a profile, a little bit longer of a time on the scene, so people have seen him. And he cuts a pretty unforgettable figure. Once you've seen TJ once, you kind of remember what TJ looks like. I wish you could clone Dinor and give one to each of us. You wouldn't. Oh, dude. Dinor's wonderful. He's my best friend. But I don't think you want a Dinor, dude. It comes with its own responsibilities, you know. You really want to buy a Dinor? All right, well, can't they, like, clone your pets now? Isn't that a thing? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So I can send you, like, some DNA swabs from Dinor, and you can go get them. You can go get them fucking cloned. Gwildor lives, dude. Good old Gwildor. I've been going for the Gwildor look now for the last couple of years. Yes, but it wouldn't be exactly the same. Oh, well, fuck that then. Yeah, I'll give you some Dinor pee or whatever it is they need to make, you know, whatever they need to clone him. Give you a Dinor turd and let you take that in and... Hi, Paul. I love you. Won't you tell me your name? Yeah, one does not just own a Dinor. One has to coexist with a Dinor. I haven't even watched the first Stranger Things, so nah, dog. I'm waiting. I've heard bad things about Stranger Things 3, too. Got some friends that have watched it, and they say that it's not great. So, see, this is why I don't get invested in shows. Because I don't really feel like watching 3 seasons worth of crap only to have it go to shit at the end of the 3rd season going into the 4th. You know what I mean? I don't want that shit. That's a waste of time to me. If I spend all of this time building up and investing myself in these characters and being interested in their storylines and then all of a sudden it goes to duty. You should watch Vikings. Yeah, I've seen that one. That one actually looks pretty cool. I've been thinking about picking up a TV show recently. I want to watch Chernobyl. I watched a little bit of the first episode of Chernobyl, and I really liked it. Well, what I saw of it anyway was real moody. So it looks like, and it's a mini series, which is good for me because that means it's over in a certain amount of episodes. Catch 22 was good for being 6 episodes. I'm assuming you meant long. Yeah. Yeah, the miniseries shit is easier for me to get into than like multi-seasonal TV shows. Because, I don't know, dude. I've just been burned too many times. Like, you know what burned me way back when was The Walking Dead. Like, I was so stoked for The Walking Dead. The first few episodes of that show were just like mind-bogglingly good. Just so fucking good. I work at an air museum, and the products of that show used our bomb, or the producers of the show used our bomber for filming. That's cool. That's cool, bro. If I had $1 for every time somebody said you should enthusiastically watch Game of Thrones, you'd be rich. Yeah. I mean, I don't really try and proselytize shows. Like, if somebody brings the topic there, I'll go, "Oh, have you seen this show? Oh, do you like this show?" If I like a show, but probably never the dude that brings up a TV show, you know. How many blunts do you smoke a day? 0. How many do you smoke a day? Do you like documentaries? Yes, I do. Yeah, I've got a real documentary affinity. Zero two, dude. Straight edge. Damn. Look at you. Let me see your X. Throw up your X if you're straight edge, dude. Fuck you, Sarah. With the Breaking Bad bullshit. Seen Joe Cocker doc on Netflix? No, I have not. I'm on my 8th day of antibiotics from a cat attack. Jesus fuck. Well, get better. I'll bring up movies apropos of nothing, one of my worst qualities. Yeah, me too. I compare everything to movies. Movies are really like part of the lens through which I see the world, and so I think of analogies from movies all the time, and I really try and suppress it in myself too, because it makes it seem like I'm trying to steer the conversation down the movie route when typically I'm not, but I'll just think, I know, I was just joking, Sarah, I'm not gonna ban you. But yeah, no, I'll think of anecdotes from movies and things that relate to movies a lot, and I really try and stay away from doing it too much. Ever had an anime you were into? Yeah, I've watched a few animes. I'm not a big fan, but I've watched a couple. Be honest, I missed you. Of course, Mendacious C. Who couldn't miss you? Top 5 movies, go. I don't do that shit. I ain't that guy. The Matrix. Da Matrix, dude. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Alright, I don't need it. I do not need it. You compare your life to Travis Bickle? Just don't emulate. You know what I mean? You'll be fine. It's fine if you want to be an edgelord that likes to think of himself like a Travis Bickle figure, but don't go out and act like Travis Bickle. All right? No vigilantes. I'm positively glowing today? Oh. Whatever. Thanks. Do you have a favorite sunken ocean liner? If so, what is it? My top favorites are the Titanic, the Lusitania, and the Normandy. Those are probably the only 3 I know, so they're probably my favorites too. Hey, we got something in common. Quit asking me favorites. I haven't got no favorites. Yeah, I can stand diet soda. I actually prefer diet. I know it's fucked up. I'm not gonna qualify it, but there are some times where I want diet soda and not real soda. So, you know, nail me to the cross if you must. Who's your favorite child? I'm Chris Hansen. Why don't you have a seat right over there? I just lost all respect from you, Paul. Oh. Shit. Well, what am I going to do about that? What do I got to do to earn your respect back? Are you an ice cream guy? Who isn't? Is there somebody out there that's just like, nah, pass on the ice cream? I'm not a big dessert guy in general. I like savory food. I'd rather eat a bunch of like bad, you know, like dinner type of food than load up on cake and ice cream and bullshit. But you know, like I like every once in a while, like a cupcake or some shit. Yeah, pizza. That reminds me, maybe I'll just get a pizza tonight. I was gonna make some chicken Alfredo or whatever the fuck, but maybe I'll just snag a pizza. I'll order a small one so I don't overeat, you know. I'll eat 2 slices of it and I'll finish it tomorrow. I've been really trying to eat better. You guys might see me drop some weight. I lost 10 pounds while I was in California, just probably because I swam a lot and was up around on my feet a lot and stuff. But I try not to overeat there. I probably did a couple of times, but I ate way better than I normally do. And since I've been back, I've been really good, guys. I've been, yesterday I had a sandwich for lunch. It was, it's like a turkey club that I made. And then I had a salad that I made for dinner with some grilled chicken. I'm doing good, dude. And this is the biggest thing. Usually when I'm out here, I've got soda or like some kind of sweet Kool-Aid-y bullshit in this. This is all just water. And with the exception of maybe a glass of soda and 10 or 12 beers while I was in California. That's all I've drank. So I'm doing pretty good. I feel better. And I've started doing a little bit of yoga and some shit in the mornings, which helps too. With how hot is it down there, aren't you losing weight just sitting outside? Nah, dude, because I add, you know, if I wasn't doing anything else, I take in way more calories than I'd burn just by sitting out here sweating, you know. Alcohol is killer on weight, but I don't drink very often. It was the 4th of July. My whole family was there. They're all beer drinkers, so I did the win in Rome thing. But yeah, I don't drink, so that's not going to be an issue for me. Once in a blue moon, I'll tie one on. 6 months sober. You guys know that term? I don't hear anybody else say it. Tie one on, but man, that's how my whole family describes getting drunk. I'm gonna tie one on, or she tied one on the other night. I don't really get it. I wonder where that's from. I love you in gay. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Don't ask me. I know what it means, though. If somebody says they're going to go tie one on, I don't look at them in confusion, but I don't know where the fuck it comes from. Tie one on in Taiwan. Ooh. You love in gay. You love in gay? Okay, bro. Are you okay? Do you need help? Tie one on? I've tied one on with a dude named Juan before. Does that count? No. What's wrong with you, dude? I don't know. I don't know to you, and I don't know to you that just popped up in my notifications. I'm as confused as all of you. I've got like 2 chats going on. I've got all of you guys, and then I've got a friend that's watching using using the other chat, the direct way. Paul, you ever played with your prostate? Vladimir Ramirez, I don't even know you, sir. And I gotta say, dude, I really expect a dinner and a movie and a conversation before I start going into my prostate. You know what I mean? That's a yes. All right, well, whatever, you got me. The cowboys tied up the horses so they can get drunk. That's where the saying comes from. Oh, okay. That's an old saying then. Man, it is stuck around in my family and the region I grew up with. Nobody's tying up their horse so they can go get drunk anymore, but that shit is still real. That's cool, if true. I'm a longtime fan. That's all you need to know. I'm go. You're go? Dude, somebody help Landon, dude. Landon, are you having trouble, bro? How many farts you do? What the fuck is wrong? What's wrong with you people? I leave for a week and I come back and you've all turned into cavemen. How many farts? Whatever. I love it. I wouldn't come back and do these things if I didn't. The Taiwan means to drink for the purpose of getting drunk, especially when one is currently still drunk or hungover from a previous drinking session, thus having something to tie one on to. Okay, fair enough. That sounds like it's more probable than the horse one. Yeah, I like the horse one better, but I think that one's probably the truth. Horse one is false. Okay. Shit. Trolled by the internet again. Yeah, dude, Landon's not doing well, man. Somebody better call and do a wellness check on Landon. Storm's gonna get me. Nah, dude, it looks pretty good right now. There's a few like high clouds, and then over kind of this way, I can see that there's some bigger, darker stuff happening. To tie one on, to get drunk. Eric Partridge suggests that this expression was derived from hang one on, which originated in the United States. What's that? What's what? I don't know. What's your education, Paul? A high school diploma and some college is what I put. I never finished college. So far, no storm. No, it's supposed to happen today, though. It's supposed to happen like at 4:30 or 5 or some shit. There is kind of a quietness that happens before there's a storm. Where were you at? California? The calm before the storm. Is it raining in my heart? Yes. You guys are on point today, by the way. I have a girlfriend that lacks my gal. I'm gonna ban you, Landon, if you don't start making sense. It was cute the first 10 times, but now it's getting old. So the next nonsensical statement you make is gonna end in your death. Normandy equals DFF? No, that ain't coming up this month, I'll tell you that much. Which state in the U.S. has the worst drivers? I'm arguing with a friend because I think it's California. Let me tell you what, this argument is bullshit. My area's got the worst drivers. My area's got the worst drivers. Oh, California drivers are the worst. Let me tell you what's the worst. Drivers in whatever state you're in are the worst drivers. There is rank stupidity, half-retarded people just driving around in cars that they have no idea how to operate in every state, in every city, everywhere I've been, dude. I've driven in a lot of states. I've lived in a decent number of states, and I've never really seen any evidence that people are worse drivers in one than the next. Down here, people are shit drivers. In California, people are shit drivers. In Arizona, they're shit drivers. Washington, shit drivers. Texas, shit drivers. I've lived in all of those states. They're all shitty. Ohio, I've driven in Ohio. Shit drivers. I lived in Ohio for like a month. Didn't you just get a license? No, I just renewed a license that was expired for a year and a half. No doobie for Landan. Yeah. To be fair, that is true. Mainly, I've noticed the worst have Cali plates. I'm in Oregon, and so many of them come up here and significantly worse. See, everybody thinks that, dude. You think when you get cut off and you look and you see a California plate that is indicative, but it could have very easily been an Oregon plate, and then you wouldn't be like, oh, Oregon drivers suck. You'd have just been like, oh, that's just one idiot, you know? It's confirmation bias, bro. There are shitty drivers in every state in the union. There's no one state is worse than the next. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Ugly witch, bitchy witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. When do we get a 24/7 Paul's ego cam? When hell freezes over, pigs fly out of my ass, and TJ gets up on time. When those three things, when the stars align, that's it. You can't see my back, dude. That's private. That's a private area. I had a dream that we were in Norway with other people and that I ended up killing you so you wouldn't report me for a crime I did. I thought it was real. I felt no distress killing you. You're a fucking psycho. You killed me in a dream. You better wake up and apologize. Yeah, that's gross. You're right. There are no wrenches here to ban the spamming guy. I don't even really see the spamming guy, dog. I'm sorry for killing you. Yeah, you better be. It's all good. I don't even really notice it's all that bad today. It's a little weird, you know, but you multitask, bro. I only meant to make one sandwich, but I made two and was confused. The fuck is going on in here today? Hold on, you guys okay? Hello? You guys feeling all right? Can I help you? Have you ever had a kidney stone? I'm only 22 and I just went through my second one this past Sunday. It was without a doubt the worst pain of my life. No. I had gallstones. I had my gallbladder taken out 10 years ago or 15 years ago now. But I've never had kidney or, you know, bladder stones or whatever the fuck. I banned everyone. Oh shit. It finally happened. Kidney scones. People have given up altogether preparing for the ridiculous. I see. Oh, dude, and see, look, dude, we mentioned the spam, and then there it is. There it is. Somebody was just waiting. How does having no gallbladder affect you? Doesn't really affect me at all. Some people get, like, intestinal problems from it. Like, you get real bad poops, but I made out okay. I still poop like I always did, so. I often think about forestry. How about you, Paul? I don't. I never think about forestry. We're opposite people, you and I. The frog episode's probably been my favorite this year so far. It was fun. It definitely was fun. For an episode that TJ was really struggling with until the wee hours of the morning, it turned out to be pretty hilarious. I enjoyed it. You like the BioShock games? Yeah. I like the first one and the third one. BioShock 2 is in my opinion. The original Kermit looked horrifying. Okay. This guy has a lot of accounts. Oh yeah, dude. He has infinity accounts. And infinity free time. Instead of like doing the things that you do when you go about your day, cleaning up, mopping the floor, feeding your dog, saying hi to your friends, going to your job, walking outside to get some fresh air. Instead of doing all of those things, this dude literally chills in his house and creates multiple accounts to spam N-bombs in live chats. I think he does, dude. I honestly do feel bad for him. Like, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine what it must be like to be so bored. And I'm a dude that gets bored pretty easily, so I know what boredom feels like. But that level of boredom, dude. You like my anime impressions? Well, don't know what you do know what you. I'm glad you do. That's one hell of a life, yeah, dude. Trust fund kid? Nah, because they got money to spend, you know what I mean? Like a trust fund kid wouldn't waste their time in some fucking 195 person chat trying to troll. They'd be out there spinning racks, you know what I mean? Buying gold bottles of champagne and taking their dad's jet to Ibiza and shit. Like, yeah, banging, doing blow, all that shit. All that trust fund shit, you know? Do you think it's someone who actually watches the stream? Oh, yeah. I think it's one dude, and I think he's watching the stream. I think he's probably, like, his heart's beating real fast because we're talking about him right now. He's probably used to just getting banned over and over again and never getting talked about. But because we're discussing his sad, lonesome life right now, his heart's probably going... Like, this is what he's been... Like, this is the payoff. He probably does this in multiple streams all day. And he finally found one that's going to, like, talk about him or around him. He's probably salty because you banned his main, yeah. It's probably Kawaii Cost, honestly. I see you over there, Kawaii Cost. I see you, bro. What's the craziest psychedelic trip you ever had? I took a strain of LSD one time that was called Ganesha, and it's not really technically LSD. Very similar. And that was a very, very memorable, strong trip. Heavy, heavy open eye visuals, heavy, heavy closed eye visuals. Really enjoyed it. Drugs are bad, and you're bad for doing them, okay? I think that might be what happened at Dinor. I dropped acid with him a few times, and he was never the same. I want to do shrooms with you and the guys. I did mushrooms recently, very recently, when I was back in Cali, and it was awesome. I always have a good time on mushrooms, though. He's having a perpetual acid flashback, yeah. Is it true real LSD isn't supposed to have a taste? That's what my dealer told me. I haven't found that to be true. Some of it will not, in my experience, and some of it'll have a tang to it, like an acidy kind of tang. I've tripped on both, so I think it just depends. If it's bitter, it's a spitter. Oh. If it's bitter, it's a spitter. If it has any taste, it's fake. In my experience, that's not the case, but okay. I'm really afraid that psychedelics, of psychedelics, but at the same time, super interested in them. Well, I mean, you can do them safely. You're an adult. You know what I mean? If you do your research on them, you can have a safe trip. There's really no need to be so crazy about it. It's a research chemical, yes. You will still trip, but it's not LSD. Okay, well, I guess I've tripped on some research chemicals then. How do you know you weren't just sold some cheaper molecule? I don't care. I don't care. As long as I fried balls, I don't care. I'm impressed by the amounts of... Just shut up. Just stop talking about him. Leave him to his sadness. Paul only cares about getting high, dude. Yep, that's true. How do you know you weren't sold baking soda? Because you don't trip balls on baking soda. Isn't that the most obvious answer ever? Yeah, be cool, Chad. Be cool. Be like Fonzie, okay? What's Fonzie like? Be cool or else, dude. Oh, shit. You kind of look like TJ from the distant past. Dude, I don't see that shit. I don't see that shit at all. Every once in a while, people will be like, oh, you kind of look like TJ, or you look... Dude, I don't see it, bro. We're both white guys. We both got long hair and beards, and that's really where the similarity ends. For some people, that's all you need, though. Like, I get... You know, you have no idea. You have no idea how often I get, like, people just send me a picture of a dude with a beard, and he's all ripped and in good shape and attractive and shit, and they're like, hey, it's Paul. I'm like, cool. I didn't know the beard made me ripped. Shit. When you're out with friends and a weirdo comes over, so you just ignore them and they leave. We just have to do that with these chat trolls. Well, yeah, but you're not doing that, though. What you just did was, like, the weirdo came over and you were like, hey, when this weirdo right here keeps coming over, just pretend it doesn't bother you. See, you done fucked it up. You don't know how to ignore something? I'm so disappointed. So very disappointed in you. Some weird irony right there, yeah. Yeah, let's try that. La 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 la. I'm not reading. I'm not reading. Let's see if that stops him. I'm not in Cali. I was in Cali for a week. Gotta pretend it just don't exist, my dudes. That's how ignoring works. You just fucked it up again. Hey, this idiot right here that's hecka bugging us, just pretend he doesn't exist. The fuck? Yeah, it's basically the game, you know. Paul, do you know about Clark Ashton Smith, who was a contemporary to H.P. Lovecraft? I do not. Who is this master troll? No, Sarah, what I think we need to do is stop talking about him. Like, if we just pretend that he's not bothering us with his constant spamming, he'll go away. I'm not reading a limerick, dude. I'll ban you if you post another limerick. I told you this is a limerick-free zone now here. You guys ruined that shit. I used to love limericks, and now I hate them. It's the coolest car you've ever seen. I like mid to late 70s Corvette Stingray like cars. Like, I don't really have a particular one in that area that I think is cooler than the rest, but those like mid 70 Corvettes are just so fucking cool. They look so mean. So if I was ever rich, I'd probably just get one of those and have it all nice and restored for me. I'm not really a car dude, so I don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about them. Yeah, Cadillacs are cool. When my grandma stopped driving when I was a kid, I remember she had like a really old caddy that she gave to us, and we drove it around for a while. I loved that car, dude. It was old. It was kind of a boat, you know, but like a big old caddy looks pretty cool. I don't know. I can appreciate a cool looking car, but I don't obsess about them like some people do. I drive a little thing that looks like a booger that fell out of a giant's nose or something. It's like a little ball with wheels on it. DFF toes. My mom had an old Chevy Nova. All right, let's fucking get done with cars. Let's be done with limericks too. I want to just sit here and read what kind of cars you guys like all fucking day. I didn't ask. I don't care. I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't fucking care. I didn't go like, what kind of cars do you guys like? I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit. It's my favorite Pixar movie. I don't care. I don't really like them anymore. I guess maybe like, I liked Wreck-It Ralph when I first saw it. I kind of had to like Wreck-It Ralph because I had a roommate with a kid who that's all he wanted to watch every day, so I had to learn to love Wreck-It Ralph. I don't even know if Wreck-It is that a Pixar movie? I don't know. What's your favorite? Oh, God. This is starting to feel like a bad idea. I'm starting to get that 45 minutes into the Highdeology fear, you know, where I go, what have I done? I haven't gotten to seeing Midsummer yet, but I want to. I was planning on going and seeing it yesterday, but work ended up being crazy yesterday because of the storm. The show ended up taking twice as long to film because the power was flickering in and out and shit. Like, it was a crazy storm yesterday. So I missed the one I wanted to go to, and the only other one I could have made it to was like the 10 o'clock, and I just wasn't feeling it by that time. So I'm trying to think like what days this week I'll be able to do some shit like that. Tomorrow's a double shooting day, so that kind of covers the ones that I'd want to go to. I'm thinking if I want to go see it this week, I'm going to have to do it in the morning, which I'm not a morning person, so. We ever do a DFF about psychedelics, that would be really cool. Maybe. It's a cool topic. It's a cool topic for sure. Mods are slipping. Nah, dude, mods are fine. I'm about to mod you. You're doing it, Marcus. Every time this dude logs into another account and spams, and you say something like, oh, what's going on here? The mod, like, I'm gonna start banning you and letting him spam. I'm way more disappointed in you for not having the wherewithal to know how this works. It's like basic child psychology, dude. So, next idiot to slip worse than the dude that has like literally 1,000 accounts and no life is getting shit canned. I will train you. What if someone new comes in and notices the troll? Then they ought to know what to do with it, right? It ought to be without saying what's going on. And if it isn't, they have less right to be here than the troll does, in my opinion. I like the troll better than them. Yeah, these are not new rules, dude. Keep the trolls and ban the fans. Yep, that's the way it works around here sometimes, dude. Sometimes the trolls, like, are not the worst thing. See, like, Poop, he's been spamming here for fucking ever, and I don't do shit to him. I don't want anybody touching Poop. Because he don't hurt me. He just likes poop. You know, he ain't hurting nobody. Every once in a while, he's just like, poop, you know? This has been a deep Highdeology, man. We've really hit some hardcore topics today. Let me tell you what. An instant classic. An instant classic today. Who does that song? I can't remember the name of the rapper that does it now. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. It's not XXX Tentacion, but it's one of those types of names. It's not Little Nas X. Who is it? Oh, yeah, Little Uzi Vert. There it is. Finn will never be mod. Finn will never be mod. Little Uzi Vert. Little poopy squirt. Oh, no, dude. No, you can't be a mod, Dwarf. Get out of here. Shoo. There's too many little rappers, man. Yeah. You can't just... One does not just become a Highdeology mod, okay? You've got to prove you've got the stuff. AKA, you've at least got to make me laugh once. You've got to make me laugh, or you've got to shock me with your wisdom and awesomeness at least once. Just show me the stuff. What are you waiting for, big boy? Show me the stuff. I'm calling your bluff. Show me the stuff. Send me the stuff. I'll look at it. I'll oogle the stuff. I don't give a shit. Think I'm fazed by the stuff? Do I look like a man that's scared for the stuff? Hell no. I'll look at the stuff. I don't give a shit. Give me your DMs then, boy. You can DM me in a number of fucking places. I don't give a shit. Think I'm scared of you? Think I'm scared of your junk? I've seen junk before, okay? The Stuff is a good movie, you're right. Calm down, Wind. You don't look like you're scared of double stuff. Get out of here, TJ. You know the rules. You know I hate limericks. It's all right. I respond to fake TJs like they're real, because they're usually pretty good at being TJ. You know what I mean? Do you tolerate romance movies if they're good? There's something more going on than just oogly boogly and people making goo-goo eyes at each other and the same fucking plot points from every movie, where it's like somebody starts out, here's how a romance movie goes, right? Somebody starts out, they're in a relationship, they're unhappy, they finally get sick of it and they leave, right? And the arc begins, and they start, and they finally meet somebody, they run into somebody who's quirky and doesn't seem like somebody they'd ever date, but they fall for them. But then the first ex comes back and messes everything up. Like something happens and there's like almost a breakup, and that new relationship suffers for it, and then the movie ends with them coming back together. That's every fucking romance movie that you watch. And I'm sorry, like if a movie's just gonna do that with me, I've seen it. I've seen it, and I've seen it, and I've seen it. So you gotta do something new if you're gonna do like a romantic movie. If I draw you another blobfish, you can have your wrench. You have a wrench over at the other place, so I'll just give it to you. You don't have to draw me a blobfish. There you go. Yeah, if you're a wrench over on Highdeology and you don't have a wrench yet, just let me know. Been trying to wrench the people as I see them. JonTron bitched about YouTube's fucked claiming system. Manual claims now require timestamps showing exactly what is claimed. That's nice. Hopefully that'll help. No, you didn't. When's the DFF website coming out? Hopefully soon. It's a work in progress, bro. What's the best way to make you laugh? I don't know. I got a pretty immature sense of humor, so like dick and fart jokes work usually on me. Stupid, silly faces, fart noises. Are you gonna try and date boys now? I ain't in a hurry to date nobody, but I guess I'm not totally adverse to the idea. See, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Anyway, let's not go into it. It's overrated. Men suck. Okay. Well, isn't that the point, though? Is Cinema versus Cynics permanently replaced by DFF's commentaries? No. No, Cinema for Cynics is backburnered because we have a literal pile of shit that we do all the time. And I wanted to focus on the main show, and that's what I did. Cinema for Cynics is as dead as you want to believe it is, I guess. But if you're still subscribed over there, you might be pleasantly surprised one of these days. Went over to pick up a bra, and my friends stopped me saying it was booby-trapped. Bro. They really are trying. I'm trying to earn those wrenches, but man, it's just they're falling flat. Wrench these nuts. Yeah, this is gonna be where I chill with people now, by the way. I've made a decision that this is my fan outreach, and this is pretty much where it stops and starts. I'm not gonna be chilling over at Discord anymore. I'm just done. I'm done, dude. So, you know, people can come here and say whatever they want to me. I can ban them if I want. I like that. You know what I mean? And I don't have to put up with the voice. I don't have to put up with the personalities. Yeah, Discord is lame. I fucking agree, dude. I'm 100% checked out. How long until this channel gets the YouTube ban hammer? I'm shocked it hasn't already, dude. Evolver. Have you seen Nightbreed? Yes, I've seen Nightbreed. I really like the director's cut of Nightbreed. The original is a little bit weird and choppy, but it's still got some cool shit in it. Yeah, dude, I wanna live in Midian, dude. I wanna find a Midian and live there with all the rest of the freaks. YouTube is terrible. JonTron needs to complain about it more. Yeah. If he's got his finger on the button, why doesn't he open it up? Like, tell him everything that's wrong. What's your main problem with Discord? The people. The people. The stupid fucking meaningless drama, dude. I feel like I'm in fucking 6th grade again when I chill at the Discord. It's done. If you were a tarot character, which one would you be? I don't know, dude. I like the guy that's on my 3 of Wands. He reminds me of me. I've got a tarot deck in there that the 3 of Wands is a dude that looks kind of like me. He's got a big beard. I blame the public school system. There's a level of tism on the Discord that no one should ever have to deal with. Yeah. That's the point. That photo of you as a kid dressed like a wizard could be a sweet album cover. Hell yeah, dude. I had some pretty cool costumes when I was a kid. I wanted to try and find more, but dude, I just didn't have time. I went through, in the week that I was there back in Cali visiting my family, I probably went through like 10 or 15 giant photo albums and 2 like little boxes of mixed photos. And there's just so much more. Like every time I go back over there, I've got to do it. You can't steal my pick of a wizard. Hell no. Hell no. I got to get a paycheck for that, homie. I am that wizard. Can you pet your head for me? Sure. There you go. They're removing Google Hangouts? No! You'll send me a nickel? Okay, that's fine. You can use it then. As long as I get my paycheck, you know what I mean? As long as I get my royalties and shit. Opinions on people sampling your voice and using it in songs? I don't care. I honestly don't care. I think it's cool usually when they send me stuff. They've sampled me. The earring does look nice. Oh, mine? Yeah. I've got 2. I've got them both. They're way sore right now because I'm stretching them. This one is feeling better today though. This one over here is still not a happy camper. Can you pat your belly and rub your head at the same time? Wait a minute. Isn't it you're supposed to pat your head and rub your belly, right? Yeah, see, I've got that down. Your ears are a 1/2 inch. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go that big. I'm at 2 right now. I'm at a 2 gauge right now. And I don't think I want to go much bigger. My earlobes, I don't know, dude. I just don't want it. I don't know. I think this looks pretty good. Once they heal, I can put some barrels in there and I'll probably be done. But can you shake one hand fast, but the other one slowly? Okay, let's see. No, I can't. Can you do this? Huh? Can you do this while reading a Highdeology comment? Ha ha ha, Killian. You think that's funny? Ooh, do the pinky thumb trick? Okay, fair enough. You got it. You got it, dude. I'm too good at it. It never stops. You look like a mental patient. I can't twist my tongue, but I can kind of do a weird thing with it. It's not like a taco tongue, but it's like a weird fold. That's all I can do. That's the only tongue trick I got. So good at it that's actually not even impressive anymore. I know. Dinor was back there. You can't do it. You can't do it. Nobody can do it. I've met one other person in the entire world that can do that. The clip with that tongue fold. Whatever, dude. People who can do clam tongue are surely cursed. Yes. Sure, it's the only tongue trick you have? Okay, it's the only publicly demonstratable tongue trick I have. What? I can't even do the Vulcan hand gesture. That sucks. Dinor is also disappointed by your conspicuous lack of doobie-induced coughing. Sorry. You guys are just gonna have to get used to that. I've trimmed back my smoking. I have not quit, but the dailies were starting to get to me. So we don't do the dailies anymore. I like tattoos, yeah, I do. You can only snap your fingers on one hand? You're basically handicapped, dude. You could get a handicap placard for that, I think. I want to get some tattoos. I hope this year. There's one that I really, really fucking want. I've wanted it for a long time. I think it would look really cool. I avoided getting it because the spot I wanted to get it on. I was raised in a different time, and having tattoos that are visible on your body was something that you did not do when I was a kid, because people would immediately be like, "You'll never get a job. Nobody will ever hire you for." Those days are gone. But I still have that mentality for a long time, so I didn't get these tattoo ideas done. But the one that I want to get is really cool. I'll show it to you guys once I have a concept for it or whatever. I've got to find the right person to draw it up and do the ink and shit. So I've got a very specific picture of it in my head. I'll get some little rapper tattoos on the face too, you know. Where are you traveling to next? I don't know yet. I'll let you know when I know. I love Posty's tats too. We've done some ancient historical shows. Ancient history is a giant topic, but we've done some shows where we discussed some ancient history. I had a really good idea for a show, but it didn't make the cut for this next month because there just weren't, there weren't enough. But I'll try and get it in next month. It'll be some ancient history. I got the DP shirt of your third eye opening. Cool. I want that shirt. I want a Coolsville Paul shirt. I never got either of those. It's my own fault. I could have ordered them, but I didn't. You have some Macaulay Culkin in you? Say what, bro? Ancient aliens. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. I've got a Coolsville Paul shirt I'd love to give you guys to charity auction with. Would you be interested? I mean, maybe. See, here's the thing. I don't think it would be impossible for us to resell that shirt again. But I may be wrong about that. I'll have to check in. I'm glad you're turning your focus away from the Discord, and I wish you nothing but the best, Paul. You have a lot of hair, by the way. I do. Thank you. Concentric circle tattoos around your zombie nips would look pretty snazzy. Or like, what about glasses? Like, what if I just got a big pair of glasses on my chest, and like the eye, like the lenses were around my man boobs? That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? If I got like some aviators tattooed here. You're gonna say no? No? All right. Pass on that one then. Check that one off we'll put that one in the maybe pile for now. Just the outlines of the glasses and the beard. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't need the beard. I've got like the chest pelt, Well, I guess it's not really a pelt. It's a little... My chest hair is pretty spotty. I don't have a nice manly pelt of hair there, I kind of wish I did. Did you hear that 50,000 people are going to storm into Area 51 soon? Cool. I hope they live stream it. $50,000 people are going to die? Yes. Yes, I believe that. I don't really do CBD. I don't really do anything for my anxiety. I try and work through it. I have some like breathing tactics and some meditation stuff that can help me if I'm feeling like I'm on the edge of a panic attack, but they happen still. In fact, they've happened quite often in the last couple of months of my life. Way more often than I'm used to. So I'm actually considering reaching out and getting a little help for it. Maybe just a medication or something to help balance me. But there's really nothing that directly helps me with that. Ice cubes, huh? Haven't tried that. No, I do breathing, like slow, deliberate breathing. I do meditation sometimes. I've had benzos before. I'm a little iffy about being on a benzo, but do you prefer shrooms or acid? I don't. They're both different for me. They're both equally interesting and useful. I will tell you that mushrooms are a great serotonin reset for me. I'm still coasting on a bit of a serotonin reset from the shrooms I did last week. So I really think that I would be a person that would benefit a whole lot from microdosing psilocybin, which is something that's in clinical trials right now as a treatment for depression. I think I would benefit a lot from it. Do you feel that hallucinogens give you a comfortable feeling or an overwhelming feeling? I find great comfort in them. Both. You know, every trip is different. I've had some very comforting trips. I've had some very kind of high-key, overwhelming kind of trips, and I like them both. I've gleaned a lot of important stuff about myself from both. You're only supposed to take the benzo to stop panic attacks, so once in a while is pretty harmless. Yeah, yeah. I won't offer you advice as it isn't my place, but forest bathing is something to work looking into, especially because you live so much by nature. Forest bathing? Yeah. I'm assuming that's just like mental flooding with forests, not actually taking a shower out in the forest. But nature does help me. Being away from people helps me, which, as you can imagine, can play havoc on my relationships and my friendships. Because I'm the type of person, I have been in the past, the type of person that'll just disappear out of your life. And it's mean and thoughtless. But it's how I deal. It's how I cope. There are just some times where I feel like I have nothing to give anybody. And I feel I'm doing them a favor by being out of their lives. But they don't receive it that way, you know. I've really, as I've gotten older, I've tried to be better about that. I won't claim that I haven't done it as an older person. I have. I just hate being that way. I don't like it. I'm trying to be better. My hole is your goal. Okay. All right, dude. Which one? My pee hole? Forest bathing is where you clear your mind, take regular meditation whilst walking. Instead, turn your focus to plants, animals, sound. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've never heard the term, but I've done it. Being out in nature. All right, Chris, prove it. Calling your bluff, too. I don't have an abscess. Come on, buddy. That was a story from like 20 years ago. It's healed. Thanks, Pox Oppie. I didn't know that. That was a good story. That is the story that gave birth to Storytime with Paul over on DP, wasn't it? Wasn't that the first, like, I think I told that story like the second or third time I came on as just a, you know, a random guest. And I think that that's the one that started it all. What's your favorite bedtime story on as a child? One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. I miss story time with Paul. Can you give me a mini story time? Maybe one of these days. I don't like doing it just out of the blue. Stories to me are way more fun when they're contextual and I don't just start talking them, you know. And I've told you guys a lot of my stories. I'm not an infinite fount of experience, you know. I only have so many stories that are worth telling. The black ass tar story? What? I will not play World of Warcraft for any amount of money ever again. I played that game when it first came out. I played it on and off for a couple of years. I never had a max level character in it, and I found myself bored within a couple of weeks of playing it. In fact, I'll be honest with you, if I signed up for a month of World of Warcraft right now and I played it for longer than 2 or 3 days in a row before I got bored and quit, I'd be shocked. That game is it's like a nap in video game form. It is so fucking boring. I have no idea why it's so popular. It's so repetitive and so shit. So grindy and just so, ugh. I have a real bad taste in my mouth for World of Warcraft anymore. I mean, when it first came out, it felt pretty fun, I remember, but nah, dude. I kind of feel the same about Minecraft too, although I got salty recently at Minecraft. So I might have some bad blood in my mind for Minecraft, because it's like, that's a relaxing little game or whatever. Build your stupid little house and explore the stupid little caves or whatever the fuck, you know? It's a fun game. I got salty at Minecraft because I joined a server that had a bunch of people from the DFF Discord on it. And I started building my house. Me and Ashley were still together at the time, so we were playing kind of together, and she had a little house built there already, and I started building my house like underneath her house. And pretty soon, like, my house was just like the party zone. Like, everybody was in it, everybody was changing things in it, everybody was trying to help me build stuff. And like, for me, if I'm gonna play Minecraft, like, I don't mind building something with one other person, but I don't want like server cheats and stuff. People were turning on server cheats so they could dig tunnels faster for me and stuff, and it was just like, I got overwhelmed with it. I was like, I just want to play. I want to have my own little spot. You guys can visit it if you want, because I had this really cool idea. All right, I dug underneath Ashley's house. Her house was built kind of on a lake, right? And I went under the lake and I dug a hole in the wall and I made this like secret entrance. And I made this big room underneath the lake. And I dug up until I got to the lake, and Ashley helped me build this big glass dome that was like an observatory, so you could be underwater and looking at all the fish and the dolphins and shit. And then I started digging this tunnel, and my idea was I wanted to have a tunnel that was like a vacation, right? Where I wanted to put a minecart and just have it go forever until I reached some other weird new biome. And I knew it was gonna take forever, but me and Ashley were working on it. We were just chilling and having a good time, you know? And then when everybody else on the server found out that that's what I was doing, one by one, they started coming, they started digging in other places, helping me replace blocks, and then the server cheats came out, and all of a sudden, like, 2 miles of tunnel was dug in a second, and I was just like, I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, the whole adventure of it, and the whole, like, I don't even know, like, the whole, like, satisfaction of, like, wow, you know, I sat here for a couple hours and had a good conversation, and I dug this big chunk of tunnel. It just disappeared. It just makes the game trivial if everybody can just do everything at once. And that's why I left. That's why I got salty at Minecraft and decided I don't play it anymore. Yeah, Elite Dangerous is a really great, like, turn your brain off and just explore. Dude, I gotta get back on that game because I left my ship out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm like a quarter of the way to the center of the Milky Way galaxy, I think. And I'm way far from any kind of station. It's an exploration ship, though, so it's outfitted for it. But I know they just recently... Anyway, whatever. You guys don't care about fucking Elite Dangerous. One of you does. But anyway, yeah, that's a fun game. I need to get a new desk before I can play that game, though. Because I need room on my desk for my flight stick and my throttle and all that shit. I kind of gave up on Subnautica. Can I be honest with you about Subnautica? The game was a little too scary for me. That may sound like a pussy statement, but I've always been really like, I love the ocean. And I love the idea of it being really vast and really deep, but I'm also very scared of that. Like, there's a place, the beach I used to go to in California. I probably told this story before, but it makes sense. I'll tie it all back into Subnautica, okay? I like swimming in the ocean, and I've always been a decent swimmer. And when I was a kid, one of my favorite things to do would be to swim out a little bit past the breakers and just kind of allow the bigger waves to wash over and through me and then swim back in. So I did that one time, and I swam out a little farther than I used to. And there's a very graduated slope to that beach that eventually just kind of drops, where the kind of, I guess, the continental shelf drops, and you've got a really deep piece of ocean, pretty close to the, to the beach. And I could feel it. Like the temperature of the water changed. It got colder. It got more still. And I could feel that like void underneath me that just went on and on. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's not like I could tell how deep it was. I couldn't see. But it's just like I went from, okay, this is pretty deep and getting deeper to like, you're out in the fucking deep shit. And like just knowing that there's this like fathoms of distance between you and solid ground and all of the things that could be in that deep part of the ocean, very unsettling. It's a feeling I like, but it's a very unsettling feeling. Subnautica kind of tapped into that, but in a really bad way. Just the monsters that come out of nowhere and stuff. It made it a very anxious game for me. Because at first I really liked it. At first, when it was just more of like, you're in the shallows and you're exploring this like coral reef kind of biome. That was cool, but as the game progresses, it pushes you deeper and deeper. You're going farther out into the ocean. You're going farther down into the ocean. I liked that about it too. It was really a cool stream, but it was just hard to play for me. It just triggered my anxiety, I guess. Paul, you should play Rust. It's a survival game where you defend against other players who are screaming the N-word every second. That sounds like a great game. Allow me to please not ever buy that game and play it. Saw a video of a humpback whale bolting past a scuba diver from the abyss, appearing and disappearing in half a second. Oh yeah, something like that would probably kill me. You know what I mean? Rust is ruined by hackers. That sucks. Seems that way with a lot of multiplayer games today. Only the real AAA games seem to have hacking under control, and even they don't. Like, people script on, like, League, don't they? I know they do on Dota. So, like, even the AAA titles can't keep the game competitive. Yeah, I don't know if League has anti-scripting shit or whatever, but I always felt that there was a Lovecraftian monster in the ocean. Maybe there is. That's the thing. We know more about the surface of Mars than we know about our own ocean. Like, what's down there. The only thing consoles have on PC is no hacks. I thought that I might be wrong about this, but I seem to remember back in like the PS3 days, there were some ways that you could get funky with your console and do shit you weren't supposed to be able to do. You're gonna cook some nice cheddar wieners? That sounds good. Are those the hot dogs, but they got cheese whiz in them? I used to eat those when I was a kid and think they were pretty good. I don't think I've had one since. Depends on the game, but some consoles are hackable. Do you prefer this career to what you had before DP took you in? Absolutely, dude. Like, people will ask me all the time, like, what are you going to do after this? I don't know. I'm going to hold on to this as long as I can, though, because this is the best fucking job. It's a hard job. It's a demanding job, and it's a frustrating job sometimes, but man, I love it. There's something about getting to make people laugh for a living that fulfills me. So I'm gonna hold on to this and treat it carefully as long as I can. And you know, when this runs out, I'll go get something else. You know, that's my feeling on it. I just finished bringing hay bales up from the field, sweaty and tired, time for smoke. Sounds good. What a hard-working fucking specter you are, Squirlatosis. I wish I could give you the, like, general specter, you know what I mean? Like, I wish there was different ranks I could give you guys, and you weren't all just one rank. So that's hard work. You've been here on the Bandhammer, and you've been bringing up bales of hay, dude. I like that farm life, though. There's something about that simple kind of simplicity that really, I don't know. As I get older, the idea of it becomes more and more attractive to me. Just a kind of a very simple, self-sustaining life that doesn't have a lot of the modern bullshit involved in it. I don't even really know how attainable that is for a person that isn't ultra wealthy nowadays, but man, I like that idea. Off the grid homesteading. I don't know if I necessarily want to be totally off the grid, but you know, just off of it enough to where most of modern life doesn't intrude. I always think about this place we got to go. My mom and dad had this friend when I was growing up that they worked with. He had a nickname. His nickname was Sugar Bear. And he owned a piece of property up in the mountains, up past Fish Camp, which is, you guys won't know where Fish Camp is, but it's pretty far up in the Sierras. And it was past that, so way up there, way out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Long-ass dirt, you know, two-rut dirt path through the trees for a long-ass time. I mean, he was built way back off in there. And he had this awesome cabin out there with a big-ass fucking generator. He built the cabin in this beautiful meadow in the middle of the woods, filled with yellow and white mustard flowers, and had a beautiful, like, babbling creek right by his property, and he had like a whole barbecue station set up off in the woods near the creek. It was, being up there was like being on a different planet. And I was a kid when I got to do that, you know, and that has stuck up here for me. Well, shit. I think I'm done. Am I done? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm done. I gotta order some pizza. I'm hungry. All right. Thanks for chilling. We'll see you guys. Bye.